Nitrosites, it is your boy the Nitro General here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown video. Now, obviously this isn't the normal Pokemon Showdown video, but I'll explain that in a minute. But right before we get into the big meat and potatoes of this video, I do want to talk about three quick things quick. Okay, so the first thing is that obviously, I hope that the audio sounds different on this video. As you can tell, I am wearing these headphones here. They do have a mic in them, and that is my attempt at making the audio a little bit better. Hopefully, the audio will be a lot better. Hopefully, I really hope, but if it's not, I am sorry about that, guys. But here's to hoping that the audio is a little bit different. So, yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be wearing these on every video I do or just the gaming ones, because the other ones I feel like the audio is relatively okay. But yeah, so that's the first thing. I also said in the last video that I wanted to try to get this thing and this thing to go away when I record, but I did a lot of research on that, and as far as I can figure out, I can't actually get them to go away because the Pokemon Showdown app will not go full screen. And so that sucks. I'm really sorry about that. If anybody knows how to get rid of them, let me know in the comments, because I would love to get rid of them, but for some reason I can't. Yeah, so I just wanted to make the video a little bit more professional, so the only other thing I could think of doing is changing the audio. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully guys can just ignore this thing, but yeah. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is that by the time this video goes up, or at least within the next couple days, I am going to be bringing something different to the channel, and that is playlists. So that way, if you guys want to watch more of my top 5s, if you guys want to watch more Pokemon Showdown videos, if you guys want to watch more of my tier list videos or anything like that, you'll just be able to go to the playlists tab and just click on that, and there'll be all sorts of different playlists for you guys. So, yeah, I am really excited about that. I feel like it'd be easier for the Nitrosite army to be able to check out any of my videos like that. Again, if you want to join the Nitrosite army, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell too, because you never know when I'll post another video. So, yeah, so that is really the other thing. And then the last thing I want to talk about is this type of video that I'm going to be doing now. Now, this is still going to be in my Pokemon Showdown series, except for there will be no battles in these type of videos. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showcasing the teams that I'm going to be using, but instead of putting them in the main Pokemon Showdown video, I'm going to be doing kind of a team builder. So yeah, so that way, if you guys don't want to watch your team builder, or if you guys, want to watch just the Pokemon Showdown battle videos, then you don't have to skip through the videos and try to find where they start. You can just go right to that video and click it and start watching it. And this one will just be kind of showcasing a little bit of the Pokemon. And that also conserves time a little bit, so we have more time in the Pokemon Showdown videos for more battles, and we can talk a little bit more in-depthly about why I chose some of the stuff here. So, yeah, and obviously I'm not going to be doing a ton of videos like this, because relatively I'm just going to be using the same few teams. But every time I create a new one or something like that I want to use in the video, I will be making a team builder for it. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure to leave a like and subscribe too, because I'm really excited about this. I have been working on this team for a while now. The only one that I think may have a little bit of change is the Snorlax, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, so let's just get right into this. So we're going to be talking about this team, and it really centers around G-Max Snorlax, which was a last addition to the team. Before that, I had Galarian Darmanitan, and I just realized that Galarian Darmanitan has a lot of weaknesses, and because it's weak to ground, it's weak to rock, it's weak to fighting, it's weak to fire, it's weak to fairy. No, it's not weak to fairy because it's not fighting. Is it fighting? I don't actually know. But yeah, so I'm gonna check that right here quick. So yeah. So in today's video, we're just going to be talking about this team. So the first one up on this list that I do really want to talk about is obviously Arcanine. Now, Life is Rough, which is my Arcanine. Sorry, I'm just checking quick. Oh no, it's just plain ice. So yeah, it's not weak to fairy, but still, it does have a lot of weaknesses, so I changed it to Snorlax. But yeah, so the first one up on this list is Life is Rough, my shiny Arcanine. All these will be shiny relatively if they're not relative, if they're shiny to the game or not, just because I think seeing the shiny sprites is always cooler than just seeing the regular sprites. So yeah. But I think most of this team is shiny with the exclusion of my G-Max Snorlax. Yeah. So this is Life is Rough the Arcanine with the Intimidate ability. I really do like the Intimidate ability on this guy because you can switch it out. And every time you bring it back in, it lowers your opponent's attack a stage. So it's really, really useful. I think it was nerfed a little bit in this generation. I don't know if it goes down a full stage anymore, but I still like the Intimidate. The heavy-duty boots allow me to be immune to a lot of the hazards on the field. So it does not take damage from stealth rocks. It does not take damage from toxic spikes or regular spikes. It is immune to sticky webs. Anything that they put on the ground to do something for your team, the heavy-duty boots give it immunity to that. So the rest of my team doesn't really care about stealth rocks, I guess. None of them really care about stealth rocks that much, except for Arcanine. So if they do decide to go for stealth rocks, that gives it immunity. I may end up going with something else, maybe a Scarf or a Specs or something like that, just because there isn't too much use for stealth rocks on my team, but a lot of times other people that you go against won't know that, and stealth rocks are always good no matter what. So I'll probably just leave the heavy duty boots on him. But yeah, so the moveset on this is Substitute, Play Rough, Extreme Speed, and Flamethrower. Obviously Flamethrower for the stab because Arcanine hits hard both specially and physically, so its attack is a little bit higher than its special attack, but I decided to go for the Flamethrower over anything else. It just, hits hard, good fire type move. Play Rough obviously for a lot of dragon types because I don't really have anything on my team that is really good against dragon types unless you count Dracovish, but he doesn't really. He's also weak to dragon, is what I'm trying to say. So, Play Rough is good against the dragon types. And again, it's a physical attack. So Extreme Speed is basically just better quick attack. It allows you to hit first. So, if for some reason I don't outspeed, and I know I don't outspeed, I can always go for Extreme Speed, and that way it'll knock it out. The only exception is it doesn't hit. The only exception is that it doesn't hit ghost types. Yeah, it doesn't hit ghost types, which which kind of sucks, but at the same time, there isn't too many ghost types that are really prevalent in the competitive scene right now. So yeah, Extreme Speed is just really good just for priority. Obviously, it hits relatively hard, and like I said, it's just a better quick attack. Substitute, obviously, just because it's not the bulkiest boy out there. So if I can go for a substitute, then I think I can withstand a few attacks, get some off, stuff like that. Always be a good idea to have substitute on a Pokemon like this. I don't know how much I'll be using it, but I think it was just a good addition to the squad. My IV spread is a Jolly Nature, so it's increased speed and lower special attack, which isn't really good for Flamethrower, but at the same time, I mean, I could go with lowered. I don't even know what I would go for with lowered, but that just allows me to be able to outspeed a lot of things. I think having a fast Arcanine is pretty well. Its defense and special defense are exactly the same in base 80, so that's why I decided to put the rest of my IVs in the HP rather than the defense or special defense, because it just allows you to take better hits all around. So that way I'll have a 384 at level 100 with HP and a 317 in a speed. And then I still have 212 in special attack, which isn't to the 256 in attack, but it's not terrible anyways. So of course a lot of these battles will be lowered to level 50, so they will be lowered. But I guess I could just put level 50 for all of these. I guess I probably should have done that. But yeah, so that is Arcanine. This was definitely the first one I picked because I wanted to try to use Arcanine. I could always switch it to Justified if I ever want to and hit it with like a beat up or something like that, just like with the Lucario set, but I think Arcanine is way better than Lucario in this generation, so yeah. The next one we have here is Dreidel the Hitmontop. it has the Technician ability, which, if you guys didn't know, the Technician ability does, what it does is it moves power of 60 or less have a 1.5 increase. So that is all. That is, oh wow, okay. Well, okay, there we go. So that is always well. I do not have anything that has. I don't think. What is Rapid Spins? Okay, Rapid Spin is 50. So it is going to be powered up by Technician anyways, so that's, that's always nice. Yeah, so it is holding the Life Orb just for a little bit more of a little for the physical attacks. I think that is really, really nice. Gives it a lot more, better in its physical type moves, which is all they have on it. And yeah, so the moves are Bulk Up, which, if you guys didn't know, and I'm only clicking on these because I don't want to misspeak, is it raises a user's attack and defense by a stage. So that is always really, really nice because, of course, it is a physical attacker. So you bulk up, and not only is my attack going to be increased, which makes it better because a lot of the flying type moves that are really, really good against Hitmontop are all physical, with the exclusion of, like, Air Slash. And then the fairy type moves, of course, there's Play Rough, which is physical, and then I think Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast are both special, so that's not going to help us with those as much. And then when it comes with the psychic type attacks, a lot of the psychic type ones are special, with like Psychic and Psyshock and stuff like that. So that's not really going to help us as much with it, but that's why I put EVs into the HP. Yeah, so it's got Bulk Up, Close Combat, Rapid Spin, and Gyro Ball. Rapid Spin is great in this generation because not only will it be increased by the Technician, but it also will get rid of the hazards on the field. That way, if they do happen to get up Stealth Rocks or Sticky Webs or Toxic Spikes or anything, I can just Rapid Spin them away. And then it has Gyro Ball, again, for, Fairy-type Pokemon. So, of course, it would really want it as a last resort because it is not very bulky. So, I mean, it's okay. Its bulk is okay, but it doesn't have the best bulk. So with Gyro Ball, that usually is going to be a last resort for Fairy-type Pokemon, stuff like that. Again, it hits really, really hard, and Close Combat's just really, really good for stab move. Of course, I may switch Close Combat out for something else that has 60 or less base power, so it is increased with by Technician, but I'm not totally sure if anything like that is better than Close Combat, just normally. So, but I'll definitely look into that. I probably should have done that before I looked into the video, but it's alright. So the my IV spread is it's an adamant nature, so it's going to have a higher attack stat and a lower special attack stat, which is totally okay because this Pokemon is not going to be hitting anything with special attack whatsoever. So its defense is 95 and its special defense is 110. So it's not, it is decently bulky. I thought it was less bulky than it was. I was not giving as much credit to my boy Dreidel here. So it does have an okay bulk, which is just all around. I did put 252 into attack and 252 into HP, because that allows it to hit really, really hard, and it allows it to be even more bulky than it is. So, yeah. Yeah, so the IV spread, I'm usually for this team, I'm just going to be putting 252 into two different stats. I could space them out a little bit more, but I've never had very good I've never been really good at distributing the EVs. So yeah, we're just going to be putting the EVs into these. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know too. But yeah, so that's the second one. The third one on the team is one of my favorite Pokemon to use competitively, and that is Beast the Dracovish. Now, if you guys didn't know, then obviously you haven't been watching competitive Pokemon, because everybody was using Dracovish for a long time. Dracovish gets access to the move Vicious Rend, which, if it goes first, its move power is doubled. Not only is it doubled, but It is also gets another 1.5 boost from stab, and it also gets access to the ability Strong Jaw, which powers up biting type moves even more. And Fish's Friend is a biting type move, so like officially, if it goes first, and I could be wrong. I did a video a while back going over why you should use Dracovish in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So if you guys want to go check that out, I talk about it a little bit more in detail. I think it's like effectively like a 360 base power attack, and that is going to be OHKOing a lot. And that is why I have the Choice Scarf on it, to get it as fast as it can. Get it as fast as it can, so it'll be outspeeding as much as it can, and it'll be OHKOing as much as it can. So we'll be using, because of the Scarf and only being able to use one move at a time, we are mainly going to be using Fish's Friend. This is wrong. It does not have Crush Claw. I don't even think it gets it. It gets Crunch. Which is the other move, not that. So there we go. Alright, so yeah, so obviously it's got the ability Strong Jaw, which powers up Fish's Friend, biting type moves in general, which is why I have all biting type moves on this Pokemon except for Dragon Rush, which it's only there for stab, but we probably won't be using it that much because it does have a chance to miss too. So Crunch, Fish's Friend, and Leech Life there for the boost with the Strong Jaw and help get health back if we need it. But to be honest, we're just going to be using Fish's Friend 90% of the time. So I don't think using this, because this is the set that I usually use for Dracovish, I don't think I've ever used Crunch or Leech Life. I think I've used Dragon Rush before, but Crunch and Leech Life I don't think I've used, because Fish's Friend I've just used as much as you can. But yeah, so the EVs. So it is an Adamant Nature, which is going to power up its Fish's Friend even more. And then 252 in attack and 252 in speed. Again, just trying to get the speed as high as it can, so it will be outspeeding as much Pokemon as it can, and it will be hitting as hard as it can with the EVs in attack. So, yeah. So there is that. I guess it's worth mentioning that I also have 0 in speed for Dreidel. So, IVs for speed for Dreidel. So it's just going to be exponentially slow. It's not going to be outspeeding anything, but it does allow, if I ever wanted to put Trick Room on the team, to be able to do a little bit different, because I don't have a lot of super fast Pokemon on my team, except for Life is Rough and Sunsetter, and I'll get to that because I know Venusaur isn't the fastest. But yeah, so that is the third Pokemon on the team, which is Beast Dracovish. So we're going to get into the next one, which is Fat Boy Mice G-Max Snorlax. So basically, G-Max Snorlax is one of the best G-Maxes in the game, and it is so good. And I have not got really a big chance to use G-Max Snorlax because it was so prevalent when it first was added that everybody was using it, and I was like, well, if everybody's using it, everybody's going to prepare for it, so yeah, but we're going to be using it. So, yeah, so this is Fat Boy, this is G-Max Snorlax. It has the ability Gluttony, which basically allows it to use its held item, which is a Citrus Berry, earlier than it normally would. Basically, when it gets to half health, it uses its Citrus Berry instead of when it gets to, like a quarter of a health left, which is really good for Snorlax because I have Belly Drum on it. And Belly Drum is fantastic because of the fact that, it maximizes its attack. So that is phenomenal. Anyways, for its other two moves, and it will use the Citrus Berry after it uses Belly Drum every time, because no matter what, it will be below half health. So because it sacrifices half its health for that, and the Citrus Berry will pop right there with the Gluttony, and then that is when we G-Max. And then we go for Body Slam, which turns into G-Max Replenish, basically hits extremely physically hard with Belly Drum, and it also gives us the berry back. So after we use the berry for Belly Drum, and you use G-Max Replenish, you're dealing a ton of damage because of Belly Drum, and you're also, once you get back down to that health, back down to half health because of Gluttony again, you're just going to be using your Citrus Berry again, even after you go back to normal, after you de-Gigantamax. So it is just a fantastic It's just a fantastic strategy. I did another video a while back going over why you should use Gmax Snorlax in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so if you guys want to watch that, feel free. Yeah, it was a while ago, like not long after Pokemon Sword and Shield came out, so if you guys want to check that out, you definitely should. And then while you're scrolling back, if you see any other videos you want to watch, go ahead and click on them. I mean, why not? Why not? So yeah, so the last move I have on it is EQ, and that is just for to do a massive amount of damage. I mean, with Belly Drum, Earthquake is going to be doing a crap ton of damage to so many Pokemon, with the exception of Flying type Pokemon. If they have a Flying type Pokemon, I don't know if they will anticipate us having Earthquake. I think a lot of them Snorlaxes run Earthquake anyways, so yeah. Body Slam we can also go for when it's not G-Max, just because it also has a chance to paralyze, but we will see. The EVs and IVs. So it is a relaxed nature with a minus speed and an increased defense. Now, why for the increased defense? Because I have heavy or body press on it. And of course, as you guys know, body press deals as much damage as your defense. So at level 100, it will be 251 defense. And at level 50, it'll probably be 100 and something, which is fantastic. So it'll be 100 and something base power attack. Actually, I think we can just go right here, change this level to 50, just so you can guys, just so we can see. Come on. Why do we have to go all the way? Okay, so it's level 50. So its defense will be 128. So effectively, it will always be 128 power attack, whether your attack or special attack is lowered. Unless the defense is lowered, it will always be that 128 base power, which is a lot. And then obviously 252 and 2 HP. That way you can just take a lot of more hits, because I didn't see a need in increasing its special defense or defense, because its HP they're both around the same. So I just, yeah, its special defense is 110 and its defense is 65, so I could have put more into just defense, but relatively I think I was better off just putting it into EV or into HP. Yeah, so that is the Snorlax. I'm really excited about trying this out. This one was thrown together at the last minute because I decided to go for it over the Darmanitan, like I said earlier in the video. So if you guys think that there would be other moves that are better than Body Press or Earthquake, let me know, because then I could go put the EVs in something else besides defense. But yeah. So the next one up on my team is another one of my Pokemon that I've been really excited to use competitively, and that is Blobby the Reinculus. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Reinculus, however you pronounce that thing, but that's what it is. This guy has Regenerator, which is a fantastic ability, which allows it to, when it is switched out, to heal a portion of its health back, which is phenomenal, especially in competitive, because if you have a little bit of health, if you don't have a ton of health left, you switch it out, you bring it back in, it's just going to have more health. And obviously it's got Recover too, just in case. It does have the weakness policy. So if it's hit by a dark type move, if it's hit by a ghost type move, if it's hit by a bug type move, and it doesn't OHKO it, it will get a 2 or 3 times boost to its, I think, what is it? Is it 2 times or 3? 2. So it increases its special attack and attack by 2 stages, which is phenomenal. And I definitely think weakness policy is something you wouldn't expect on Reinculus. A lot of times, a lot of people use Assault Vest on it. A lot of people use leftovers and stuff like that. But I'm going to use weakness policy because this thing does not go first. But if it was hit second, and then if it outspeeds something, and I don't know. Well, we'll see. I could always put Trick Room on this thing over Charm too, just in case we ever want to do that. I think I might do that anyways, because Charm, what it does is it decreases the attack. So if you have like a Pokemon like Snorlax or something, like if you're going against a G-Max Snorlax, sorry about that, guys. You can always Charm it, so it decreases it that is always a good idea. I think I might go for Trick Room over that, but we'll see. Obviously, Psychic for the stab priority. Does I get priority? I don't know. And then Recover for the health back, and then Drain Punch for the good, for another way of hitting a Pokemon and also getting health back. Drain Punch has actually been a lot better than I thought it was on this thing. I've used this, of course, on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it actually has been a lot better. So yeah, let's get into the nature in the EVs. So it is a quiet nature, which is minus speed and increased special attack, which means that Psychic is just going to be demolishing anyways. So it has a 383, so that is 200 and something, if not almost 300, when it's level 50 for special attack. And then if it gets its weakness policy +2, this thing, you aren't going to be able to stop this thing. Especially if it's Trick Room. If it goes first, then man, oh man, I am sorry for these YouTube videos popping up. I'm waiting for a important message, so that is why I don't have my Do Not Disturb on. So I do apologize for all of the notifications, the couple notifications that have popped up. I'm waiting for an important call, and I didn't want to miss it when I was recording. So yeah, so the speed is lowered and the special attack is raised. The 252 in special attack again, just for a little bit more oomph, and then 252 in its HP, just to give it even more bulk than it already has. Because, as you know, I like to make my Pokemon bulky boys, because I myself am a bulky boy. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into the next one. The last member of this team is another Pokemon that I have been incredibly excited to use, and that is Sunsetter the Venusaur. And I bet you guys can't guess what Venusaur's main priority is. I bet you can't guess. Definitely, it's not to set Sun. Definitely couldn't be set Sun for Arcanine, because when we double battle, our leads are going to be Arcanine and Venusaur, and able to use Sunny Day to power up Arcanine's Flamethrower. But in addition to Flamethrower, it also has the ability Chlorophyll for Venusaur, which increases its speed by 2 stages in the sun. Now, I do have leftovers on this thing, and I may swap it out for a Heat Rock, just because it might be better, leaves the sun up for a little bit more time for Arcanine to do its thing, and for Venusaur to be fast. Yeah, so this definitely allows us to do a lot of fancy things. I was going to run AV on it, but if I ran AV, then I wouldn't be able to Synthesis or Sunny Day. So yeah. Its moves are Sludge Bomb for a great, Poison is great competitively, I believe. And I think Sludge Bomb is fantastic, is a fantastic special type poison move. Definitely is one of the only good, it is the only special type poison move that Venusaur learns. I don't think it learns Venoshock. Maybe it does. I don't know. Of course, Venoshock doesn't do anything unless it's poisoned. Which usually, if it's poisoned, it's really, really good. Which is why I usually run Venoshock on my Mega Beedrills. But yeah, let's get into this. Go back to Venusaur. Yeah, so it's got Sludge Bomb, Synthesis to give me back my health, Sunny Day, and then Energy Ball. Now, Energy Ball again for stab. I was also thinking about going Power Herb, Solar Beam, but of course Power Herb only works 1 time per battle. So if I decide to go for a Grass type move, Energy Ball was the best one I could do without having to wait another turn because Power Herb only works 1. So I could have went with that over Synthesis, but I don't ever think I'm going to do that. So let's get into the EVs and the nature. So yeah, so it is a timid nature, which is increased speed minus attack. You don't need attack for Venusaur whatsoever. So there is that. And then the speed, just to give it a little bit more speed. So it is going to have 100, just over 100, I believe, in speed at level 50. And with the Chlorophyll, it will be boosted by 2 stages. So that is just fantastic. And then I put 252 into special attack or special defense. I think that's supposed to be in special attack, not special defense. But yeah, so there's nothing there. We're gonna put 252 in here. I just put it in the wrong one. obviously. Okay, there we go. Special attack, not special defense. And then 252 in the HP just to make it more bulky than it already is. So it'll have 200 and something in HP when it's level 50. Yeah, so that is the team that we're going to be using in the next Pokemon Showdown video, which probably will be going up tonight. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure to let me know. Make sure to let me know. Well, yeah, let me know by slapping that like button and slapping that subscribe button, and leave me comments down below of anything that you think I could do to change the team, anything like that, because this is just great. And if you guys are still watching, then I appreciate you. Just know that, and yeah. So, within the next day or so, there should be another Pokemon Showdown battle video using this team. So, yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Hit that bell so you don't miss when I upload it. Again, I am sorry for the notifications that have been going across the screen. Like I said, I am just waiting for an important call, so that's why I could not turn on my Do Not Disturb right now. But, for all the future videos, it will be. So, again, guys, I really, really hope you guys enjoyed. There isn't too much left to say. Trying to get the channel partner, so if you guys could like and subscribe and all that good stuff, it would really mean a lot, because if we get this channel partnered, I can make videos for you guys full time, and then maybe I can get rid of this bar and this thingy up here, and I can actually make videos on actual competitive on the Switch, because I will have enough money for a capture card and everything like that. But I'm not going to let that stop me from getting videos out for you guys anyways, because I enjoy it. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, that is it for me. Like I always say at the end of every video, I really, really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Nitro General out. Peace.